All right, welcome back to the season finale of the 2001 NASCAR Racing 4 season. We are currently sitting in ninth after we had a 39th place finish at Atlanta. The highest we can finish now is 7th, but we could drop to 10th if Mark Martin has a good run. This race is at New Hampshire. The race got postponed originally because of the 9/11 strike, so this race would have fallen as race 27, so it would have replaced Dover, but because there was no other gaps in the schedule, got moved to the end of the season. We'll be running probably around 101% race strength. This is the race summary as of this event, and these are the strengths that we have ran. I'm going to put it on cold weather just to have something different. And this race originally ran around Thanksgiving or the day after, so it was a 50-degree day. We'll try to run a cold race and see if that plays out any different. So this is the race setup. We're gonna run 100% strength. Weather, we're actually gonna set to 50 degrees with winds out of the southeast at 5 miles an hour. This race was ran day after Thanksgiving, so it was actually 50 degrees, which was much more mild than I think they were anticipating. 150 laps for this 50% race length. So Jeff Gordon qualifies on pole. Mark Martin is third, who are battling in points. Dale Jarrett is 7th, and Johnny Benson is 14th, so all at the front of the field. And we qualified dead last. So we're in the back for 150 laps to start this finale. We can go about 90 laps, it looks like, at least what it looks like right now, on a tank of fuel. We might be pitting halfway for tires. I did already try to start this race once, and the AI just being the AI, I ended up turning backwards into the wall. And no caution, so that was on like lap 4. So I don't usually like to restart, but it was kind of a bogus. Would have made for a really boring race. We would have been basically a lap down from the start. Probably bad enough being in the back of the field. And we're nearly doing it again, just because the AI is so terrible. Did go down to 100. I did start at 101% opponent strength, but just not having fun trying to give it all my everything I have, so we're gonna back it down a little bit and just make it a little easier for ourselves, make it a little more enjoyable for 150 laps before I can this game. Should still be a challenge, though. I don't think they're not slow by any means. 100% is about what we've been running for the flat tracks anyway. There should be tire fall off, which is why I decided to go pretty strong. The AI seems to fall off quite a bit on flatter corners, and if they get settled out, it'll be a lot better. I have basically on this lap went on my first attempt, basically had my nose underneath Robbie Gordon, and he just turned down 2 lanes to chop our nose. But anything that happens now, I think I'm just going to roll with it. And we'll get what we get. Do have to make our way to the front, because we could finish 10th if we run out back here. Everybody that we're racing is towards the front of the field, which is not ideal. pretty tight in points except for Mark Martin. I think he's 120 back. But if we finish back here, he could easily leapfrog us. Well, I don't know about easily, but he'd have to have a good run and we'd have to finish pretty far back here. If we can start moving forward slowly. We're starting to get pretty single filed out. Makes it easier to then work on a car each corner. Especially if they move up the track like that. But they do like to hug you, so we found at Atlanta with Matt Kenseth. Just run you down a lane because you have no concept of space.
Still there. Clear. Outside. Keep low. Still there. Stay low. Clear. Car outside. Keep low. Still there. Clear.
Slowly picking them off. Got 2 so far. I think about 20-30 laps in last time was when they really started to kind of let up on their pace. We just get much bigger runs down the straightaway. Gotta be careful going into the corner not to just send it in because they just are not aware of my presence until I'm side by side. Loose out of the corner. That's not what we want. Busch trying to work on Ryan Newman and kind of losing touch with the other cars. If we can get to the inside here.
Car outside. Keep low.
But can't get him on the exit.
Car outside. Keep low. Still there. Still there.
Could be a little more difficult than I anticipated.
Keep low. Clear. Car outside. Clear.
Which is okay. It's all for nothing, just for fun.
Still there. Still there.
Crack top 40.
Clear.
Oh, we already did that. Now we're into the 30s. Missed the corner completely. And
Car inside. Yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line.
not what we wanted to have happen.
Pit road is closed. Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line.
Alright, coming to the green. It'll be lap 27 when we get the green. Everybody pit. We came down, took 2 tires, and took some wedge and track bar out. It was just too loose. I think I drove too deep into the corner and used too much brake. Back end came around.
Going green.
Unintentionally benefited from it, but
Pit car's in.
it's just for fun, so it doesn't really matter.
Green,
We're now
green.
20th. And hopefully we'll have some better racing, or more exciting racing, I guess.
Car
I guess
inside.
if they all stop into the
Flag
corner,
is
we
out.
won't.
Let's go. Race back to the line. Clear. We got trouble. In turn 1. Clear. Inside.
And I guess we put ourselves at the
Clear.
back anyway. I'll be so glad when this race is over. I'm so done with this AI.
Pit road is closed. Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. See you.
Okay, another restart. It'll be lap 32, and this time we're at the back. So
Get ready now. Going green.
this is fun. Having so much fun. I'll be so glad when this
Pace
race
cars
is
in.
over. I'm so done with these AI. They just check up in the dumbest spots.
Green, green, green.
And I guess for the time it was best they had, but it's so frustrating. And they're wrecking into one. No caution, hopefully. Even
Car
they
outside.
crashed themselves into
Clear
one, so I
outside.
feel less bad about what
Car
happened,
outside.
but now they're
You're on
going
the
to block
bottom,
us
three
going into
wide.
3.
Outside. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Hold your line. Car outside.
Glad this wasn't the
Clear
last
outside.
iteration of the game, because it would not hold up as well. And that's why this one, nobody plays anymore. Just every race we run into something stupid,
Inside.
and now we're going to get
Inside.
turned.
Keep high. Clear.
And we do.
Yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. Pit road is closed. You all right? Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. We're gonna see.
Alright, so we're meant to be back here. So we're back here still. Just got dumped by the 93. I guess that payback for
Get ready now.
me running
Going
him
green.
over into turn 1. Went back on the wedge and track bar just, I couldn't get it
Pit cars
turned.
in.
That must be why he got a nose door inside.
Green, green, green.
I'd like to just run laps now. I'm so sick of just running caution laps. AI's just not been great. We've not been great, and they're wrecking again into turn 1. I'm so over this race already, and it's lap 38. Still got over 100 laps to go.
Inside. Clear. Outside.
Not restarting because then I'll have to put
Clear.
up with all
Car
this
outside.
bullshit at the end for another,
Still there.
40 laps we've already ran,
Clear.
just to hopefully get away from the stupid chaos that comes about. But we'll just back it down, take it easy, and hopefully tire wear comes into factor. If not, we're gonna get just taken out again, and I'll probably quit. May not have gone all the way back on track bar. I wasn't sure if I took a half round or a quarter round out. It's a little tight. But it was, it did have a little bit of tire wear. Probably made it feel looser.
Outside.
But with some damaged cars, we might have some
Clear.
slower traffic
Outside.
now. Maybe easier to pass
Still
some
there.
people.
Stay low.
I mean, under the first run, we were only up to 39th, so it's not like we gained a whole lot in the adventure we've taken so far. We were up to 20th, but
Clear.
promptly, immediately got sent to the back for running into the AI as they stopped on the racing surface, as they so often do. And this series was to kind of test and see, does this game hold up? Well, yes and no. The physics, I think, and graphic engine, or whatever this compilation of a game is, I guess, was the first iteration of NASCAR 2003. So the building blocks and tools are here. I don't think it holds up well in the long run, just because we do have NASCAR 2003. The drafting at like Talladega, I didn't run Daytona, but Talladega, it was pretty fun. It was something different than what NASCAR 2003 offers, and it wasn't just like bottom feeder wins the race. So that is like a one bright side to, I guess, playing this game, but outside of that, it's just, it's not, doesn't hold up to the test of time like the others. I don't think it's got that one redeeming quality that it kind of stands out for, and everything else has been improved upon rather than aside from the plate racing. The AI are pretty, they're tolerable, I guess, if and they'd be even more tolerable, I think, under short race circumstances. But like when you have to go and do pit stops, that's they kind of suck at those. They'll take each other out. That's where like most of the cautions, I guess, naturally come from, which it does make sense, but they do kind of just stop in the middle of the racing surface, which for a human to predict they're going to do that, it's basically impossible. And then you have just their random checkups on the racing surface, and even when you expect they will, it still catches you off guard, and it just makes it extremely frustrating. So I don't think it holds up all that well. At the time, I'm sure it was, it was an improvement in a way, and we get freaking dumped again. Beyond disappointed with this.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 4,500 in second. You all right?
So now we're going to run by ourselves because AI doesn't want us to race them. Now we got to run two-thirds of the race by ourselves. So it was so much fun. I will not be touching this game again after this race. Just stick with 2003, or if you want the, I guess, 2D graphics engine or 2D physics engine, there are those titles which I do want to dabble with. Maybe not for a video if you're gonna race like this. Maybe it's some AI setting that I have that they race you like complete ass. I think it's, I did grab the N ratings from like this season. Maybe the one I use, they have too much aggression or something. But it's not been a fun experience in the long run. And I don't think, like, the aggression's one thing, but they do just, that's not going to fix their constant checkups, or like they run the apron sometimes, and Darlington they were bouncing off the wall and caught, like, getting in a half accident where like they'll hit the wall and skid for a ways and but straight and keep going. And that's not stuff that's aggression related. That's more, I think, line choice for the min-max line set by the LP file, track files. There's not a lot of skins for this game either. They're kind of stuck with a few years worth of skins, which makes sense for the time. I have to remember this was, I think, 2001 release. Because there's 2002 season. This may have been 2000, 2001. I forget exactly when this came out, but it's only around for a couple of years before 2002 came out, and then 2003. So it makes sense that not a lot of content. People would have picked the newer game. But for this 2001 season, this is what I wanted to run. It is a shortened season, so can't complain too much. Did want to try their first attempt at or I guess not the first attempt, but the predecessor, I guess, to 2003. You know, maybe if this goes green, we can try just taking right sides. Since we're so far in the back, and
Change it to the right side this time. Right sides only.
I don't even know if we're gonna be able to catch anybody because we're so far back here. We got like a whole straightaway to make up. But I'm glad this season is over. I kind of pushed through these last 5 races, really just to get it done. The game hasn't ran horrifically in the sense that, like, I had to reinstall. Well, I upgraded Windows, which caused me to reinstall the whole game. Now OBS really doesn't like to directly capture from the game, it only likes to capture the window, and I run triple monitors, so OBS only likes to record one of my monitors. So I've kind of had to figure out how to manipulate OBS into recording the center screen, because it likes to pick the rightmost screen. Finally got that figured out, and there's just so many extra steps to run this game. It's a real headache. I can't really just jump in and get a race in. It's like 10-15 minutes to set it up. And then you get in here and the AI run like garbage. It makes it very much not enjoyable. So won't be touching it again, but hopefully at some point I will come up with something else. Do like running the events and keeping track of like the point series. That's kind of fun. We'll see if we do that in some other game. might do like a chase era, but Winston Cup format, as if they, Winston was still running the Latford point system rather than the chase. Or I thought maybe I could change my points table to do a chase format and see how that goes. Or maybe we just take over for the chase races or something. But that would mean running the same 10 tracks we just basically ran in this game. Because the schedule did not change very much back in the day, so we wouldn't run Daytona or Sonoma or any of the road courses because there were none at the later stages of the schedule. Or we could do like a truck series or Busch Series. I thought about doing that because those would be more short tracks rather than big speedways. And you get some, other tracks, Memphis Motorsports Park, IRP, Gateway, those types of, not the normal tracks, Nazareth, like that track. Closing in on halfway, not really catching anybody. Kind of stuck in this no man land. Thanks to Compton just running into us. And it looks like he's catching us again, so probably get wrecked again. Car's getting pretty loose. Yeah, we'll see. We'll try just right side tires when we pit and see how that fares. I don't think the lefts are super critical, but maybe. And we might, just right side tires may only catch us up to the pack. We might not even gain any spots. And the back end's just
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race
gone.
back to the line. Pit road is closed. Here comes the leader.
We don't need to fall lap down.
Inside.
I'd like to hold them up just so I can stay in the lead lap.
Clear inside.
Or just
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pace
too
line.
free
Stay
at the
behind
end of the run.
92 car.
Alright, coming to the green again. We were involved in the caution, or were the caution.
Get ready now. Going green.
It'll be lap 79. We have under half the race to go. So ready for this to be over with.
Pace cars in.
Just
Green, green, green.
ready for the end of it, I guess. No lap cars yet. Hopefully we don't get taken out. I did take some wedge out of the car because it turned into a corner and it was just gone.
Car outside.
Did not mean to dive it in, but
Still
they do
there.
their stupid
You're on the
checkups
bottom.
and they're
Three
still
wide.
checking
Car
up.
outside. Clear outside. Get right in. Don't smash in. Car outside.
Yeah, whole car's tacoed.
Clear outside. Car outside. Keep low.
We've hit every corner.
Clear.
And I don't think I have the pace to hold off anybody. I just don't want them to get underneath. They'll just drive up the inside and turn us. Or they may just wreck us into the corner like Compton did. Have the turn I used to have after I took that wedge out. It's a little too tight. Hopefully I'll have to pit again and it'll mitigate itself. Long run, don't be so free. Mayfield's looking up the inside, but hasn't got his nose there yet. I don't think we're finishing 7th or 8th in points. Be lucky to hold on to 9th if Martin's not running front. I don't know where he is. Kinda lost pack. Just don't have the pace I thought I'd have. Maybe it's the cooler temps or the cloud cover. The drop off, fall off on tires that I anticipated is not really there. At least that I found, but we haven't really been around anybody except Compton when after we got spun. Making a little ground on Newman, but quite a ways to, I think that's Skinner ahead. That looks like Ken Schrader. Now we're overdrive an exit and we're gonna wreck ourselves out of the
Car
corner.
outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear outside.
Mayfield can just drive around the outside. We're so slow. At least we're in a battle or something. Would not be fun just running solo laps, or as much fun. Not really racing the people that we want to be racing, but we are racing. It is something. And I could make this super easy, but that's also not fun. I'd rather be struggling to run. Keep up with the people than I think walking away at the front with a too easy of a setting. I would like to be, in the window between first and last. That's ideally what I aim for. Not necessarily at the front, but not at the back either. Just trying to hit that window. Erase somebody. Have to be at the front, or yeah, I've already said that, but would be nice to, I think, have a wider spread, wider field spread, so you more easily have some room to race. And it would be fun to figure out if I can get field to kind of cycle, like maybe more random qualifying or equal strength qualifying, where anybody can qualify anywhere, but then there's slow cars up front that can't run long run, or guys in the back that are quick and have to get to the front. Because right now it does appear like this has been kind of stagnant. Whoever starts at the front is going to run up front, and whoever starts at the rear is going to finish at the rear. So it would be fun to figure out how to set this so it does have a little more dynamic change of positions, I guess. Got 49 laps to go on the season. And it looks like we'll be back here in the late 30s. Mayfield's kind of starting to drive away from Newman, and the whole Ken Schrader group ahead of him is not a straightaway ahead of us now. Ryan Newman's probably a little slower than me, but I've been kind of using him as a pacemaker. Kind of different dynamic than the first event we ran here, as we took the strength. Maybe it was a combination of strength was really low for what I ran for a race, because we started at the back, made it to the front, spun, and then restarted in the rear and drove right back to the front. So maybe it was a combination of the strength being too low and there being lots of tire fall off in those conditions. Maybe the weather combined with the cloud cover combined with the strength just made it super easy. I bumped this up a couple more tenths, or not tenths, but another couple clicks in percentage. If I recall, I think I ran at 97, 98, or at 100 with the same set of cars. And not getting the same experience, which is good, but very difficult. Car's getting loose, free out of the corner again. I did not take enough wedge out of the car, I guess, which makes it tricky, because on entry, back end wants to come around, and on exit, it spins the rear tire. I'd like to just make it to the end without anything else happening. Although if we do get a caution, might want to take two. I think the cars will pit at this point if we do get a caution. But if we take two, we might be able to leapfrog some. But we can hold them off if we park at the bottom lane like we've been doing. But the moment they get by us, we get absolutely nothing for their speed. They're just too quick. But that's part of the dynamic that I like, as Newman just stops into the corner. I don't like to pre-race everything, figure out what works and doesn't work. As long as we're remotely within the same ballpark, that's what I shoot for. We're getting knocked around back here. Blaney really wanted that spot. Now we're just gonna lose track position now, or ground, to these guys because they're just so much quicker. And maybe we won't get ran over again if these guys all go by us. Might get a lap, so we might have one less lap that we have to run. Harvick misses the corner. Maybe Blaney pushed him up the track as well. There's no way I can keep up. They're just so much better right now. Probably spin trying to keep up with them. I can't. On exit, it just lights the tires up. Hard throttle it out of the corner because they're just spinning. And this is one of those tracks where if you try to overdrive, your back end's gonna pass you. Surprisingly, well, I think because Newman's still here, they haven't really driven away yet, at least these two. Blaney and Harvick are going to be long gone. We're never going to see those guys again. Mayfield has got the group in front, so some fast cars get stuck back here with us. Newman makes it to the high lane. He's going to let Compton and Craven go. And he might be able to get to his inside. But I can't get the car to rotate, and then it rotates too much, and not going to be able to get to his inside here. Tight out of the corner, and then it snaps loose. This setup's not been working for me. Makes it really difficult to try anything because the only thing I can try is to send it in. That makes it really risky. You've seen what happens when I overdrive. The car just snaps out from under me. I am worried he's gonna just check up again though. He's done that to us once or twice. Might try. Can't get there. Just can't get under him. And I don't think I can go to the outside. Give it a go. I have to do a crossover. I do get a run there doing that. We'll push him up the track a little bit.
Keep low.
He's running us down the track.
Clear.
Contact out of the corner, but we do clear him. Slide up, he's gonna go underneath.
Inside.
Car's just tight and loose and tight. Do clear him, but there's no way I can catch Raven. They're just so much quicker. I'm barely faster than Newman, I think. Car's really junk right now. That right front is melting. Might not be able to make it to the end without a tire change, I don't know. I think we're set up for right side only. If we do need the pit, hopefully we go green. Only got 30 laps to go. Looks like the leaders are catching, or have caught the lap cars behind us, so we might go a lap down here. I don't have any turn left in the car. Right front's pretty well shot at this point. Just barely hanging on to it. Put a lot of wheel in and it's still tracking up the racetrack. Having to wait on throttle a lot and still getting a snap off. Especially if I brake too deep into the corner. Really works that right front. Especially there.
Laps to go.
20 laps to go on the season. Looks like Ryan Newman is pit. I wonder if that's for tires. Maybe people are pitting for tires. Rudd is still back there. Leader has not hit yet. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Newman looks like the only one that has come down. We might need to come down. I don't know if I can make it 20 laps like this. Car just does not want to turn anymore. It's only going to be made worse and worse. Maybe we come down and just see. It's probably the only way we're going to gain anything, potentially. I'm going to come down and see if that's the strat. If not, it's not like we really lost anything.
Keep it under 4,500 in second.
Hopefully they don't change our lefts. We don't need left side tires changed. Nope, they're going to change them. Well, we screwed that.
Go, 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 go! Limit 45. Keep it under.
But if they do pit, I guess
in
we'll have a few laps with pressure tires.
Watch that speed
Might be
now.
able to
Keep it
overtake
on
somebody.
4,500 in second.
Only fallen to 40th, so we only lost 2 spots doing this. And if they pit, we might gain something.
You're clear of pit lane. Okay, merge when you can.
We lost 3 spots out of that. Newman did get by us again. Don't see anybody coming down the pits. Our right front was so spent though. There's no way I don't think I could make it to the end without blowing that tire. It just progressively got worse and worse and worse over the last few laps. I wish I only took 2, but oh well. I don't think that really would have made a difference unless somebody's pitting. There's no way we were going to gain anything anyway. Drives a lot better though. This is a much happier way to end this season. Car actually drives good right now, which is not normal. And we're gaining on some cars. So we just need a significant tire advantage. That's how we win. to go around the outside of these guys because they're that much slower and they're going to occupy bottom.
Clear inside. Inside. Keep high.
Except for Stewart's going to roll up in front of us because he's a leader. Ricky Rudd looks like he's on a end of the season tear still. They're trying to get around Hutch Strickland here. I do want to squeeze around them if I can, but they are going to make it difficult. I don't want to take them out if I can help it.
Inside. Stay high. Stay high.
Unfortunately,
Stay high.
Hutch Strickland's in our way. We'll give him a little tap and get him
Keep high.
out of our way.
Don't smash in.
I do want to get to Ryan Newman if I can. That's at least 3 points, which I don't think will make or break our season, but give us something to shoot for here in the last 10 laps. Doesn't look like anybody else is going to pit. Squeezed is outside.
You're up top, 3 wide.
Go 3 wide for
You're up top,
position.
3 wide. Car inside. Stay high.
Buckshot is not giving us any room. Don't blame
Stay
him.
high. Clear inside.
Not for position. This car is, though. We do want this one if we can get it. He's on fresh tires. We're on a couple lap newer tires. Driving us all the way down to the inside.
Keep low. Keep low. Clear.
We will get him. That is 1 position. Which, probably meaningless in the grand scheme of things, but it's a race. A race for position. Nobody else is coming down, so our pit strat, I don't think, gained us anything. It lost us 2 spots, but had they all come down, or had more people came down, we had at least 10 laps on fresher tires where we might have gained something. Who knows? They could pit with 2 to go. AI doesn't really know when the end of the race is, and if they have tire problems or something, they're just going to be called into the pits and happily go and get their tires for a 2-lap shootout. We are gaining a lot of time though, so if they do come down, it would greatly benefit us. Because we're running about a second faster a lap than they are.
Just 5 more to go.
You want to be careful just in case they do go into the pits. They are gonna like immediately check up.
Car inside. Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Still there. Keep high. Stay high. Keep high.
Nope, don't see anybody down the pit lane. And difficult to go around the outside.
Stay high.
because they turn in so late. Compton's been a real asshole this whole race.
Stay high. Clear.
Does not look like we'll get any freebies. Nobody's coming down the pits. We'll be on the white flag lap right now.
Just 2 to go.
Or 2 laps, I guess. We got 2 to go, or... Oh, because we passed the leaders, we're getting the white flag now. I think we got 1 lap after this. Yeah, it's because the leader's 6 seconds behind. So we should have another full lap here. Nobody's going to pit, so we don't gain anything there. Did feel like Superman for 10 laps, which I guess was nice.
White flag.
1
more
lap
to go.
left of the season, 1 lap left of the series, 1 lap left of this game. And I'll never have to touch it again. 40th place, not what we wanted. We'll have to see how that affects where that lands us. I think we'll still be 9th. I don't think Martin finished in the top 10, which he probably needed to. But kind of collapsed there at the end of the season. Just, I think, ran too strong of AI and
There's the flag.
was
It's
either
over.
victory
Bring it on
or
home
dead
and let's get the
last,
heck
pretty
outta
much.
here.
That is this series. We'll take a look at the race results, the incidents, and then take a look at the final points. And I'll upload the final points table to like a Google Doc drive, so it'll be there to look at should anybody be
Keep it
interested
under
in what that
45.
looks like.
Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
So Tony Stewart wins it. Ricky Rudd finishes second. That's like 5 straight first or second place finishes for him. Ward Burton, Dale Jarrett finishes up in the top 4. So even if we had a good run, we would have had to beat Dale, I think. So we would have had to finish first or second to get around him. Johnny Benson, 22nd up here, and Mark Martin is 12th. That will be close. He may have leapfrogged us. We'll have to take a look. We're back here. 40th place, 1 lap down. Rail race winner Robbie Gordon out with a header. He finishes 42nd on the field. So we finished ninth on the season after that 40th place finish. We did not lose anything other than some points to Dale Jarrett and Johnny Benson, who were ahead of us. Tony Stewart gets his 5th win on the season, tying Gordon for most wins. Bobby Hamilton gets the most amount of laps completed with 8,749, 19 more than Jeff Gordon. But Gordon pretty much dominated in about every other category. We did have the most positions gained over the season. That's because we pretty much had poor qualifying every time out, and we did get some race wins. Started off okay when we took over in Darlington with a 1st, 2nd, 6th, and 1st, and then kind of fell off the ride. Ricky Rudd did finish off the season very strong, but was not able to overcome the points deficit. He starting in at Phoenix had back-to-back wins, and then a 2nd, a 1st, and a 2nd. And Gordon pretty much finished top 10. He did not win any of our races, which I find very interesting. He was the most dominant car out here, but just was not able to win any of those races, which is kind of baffling. Our season summary here, just taking a note of the AI strength, probably should have been around 99, 98. Did start at 97, which was probably a little too weak, and then probably bumped it up a little too much, and never really came back down, except for that one race at Homestead, which we won, which is why I went back to 100% for New Hampshire, just thinking that the 99 probably wouldn't have changed a whole lot, but maybe the 50-degree weather played a part. But in either case, we'll think about something else for a season. We're not going to do NASCAR Racing 4, but we might do NASCAR 2003 or NASCAR 3, the 2D physics game, or even NASCAR 2. I haven't decided. But yeah, we'll think of something. If you like this, this table will be down in the description for you to download and paw through if you want to look at it. But yeah, if you enjoyed the season, well, thanks for watching, and we'll be back sometime in the future with something else.